Today's daily code problem of the day is finding the number of ways to place people, part 1. Number 3025. For this problem, we're given a 2D array of points, and it's going to be a size n by 2, representing an integer coordinates of some points on a 2D plane. So points of I is going to have an x and a y coordinate. We want to count the number of pairs of points, point A and point B, where the point A is to the left and above the side of point B. And there must be no other points within the rectangle or line, including the border between the 2 points. We want to return the count of points that match these 2 criteria. So we can look here at example 1. There's no point that is up and to the left of another point. They're all down and to the left, right? So if 3 had a point up here, that would be valid, but there isn't any points up there. Now we could see in example 2, this point is up and to the left, this point is up and to the left, this point is up and to the left. However, there is another point within it, which makes it not valid. Same thing in example 3, except it shows it on the border. So we could do lines here, up and to the left, up and to the left. Even though this is not up, it is to the left. This one is not valid because this point is on the border. So how are we going to approach and solve this problem? Well, we are first going to sort our array of points by first comparing their x values. So we're going to sort them in ascending x values. And if we have matching x values, we will sort them by ascending y values. So we're going to prioritize points that are above and we're doing descending x values. So we're going to prioritize points up and to the left. So let's go ahead and jump into this. First thing we're going to do is sort our arrays. So arrays.sort, and we're going to sort our points of A and B, and we're going to sort them using a lambda function. We're going to say if the x values of the 2 points, so A of 0 is equal to B of 0, then we are going to return our integer dot compare B of 1, A of 1. So we're sorting by y value ascending if the x values are the same. Otherwise, we are going to integer dot compare A of 0 and B of 0. Basically, we're going to sort by descending x values if the x values are not equal. Then we're going to initialize a pointer or a value called count. This is going to count how many valid points we can find. And now to find our points, we're going to have a simple nested loop structure where we are going to extract the top and bottom points, and we're going to shrink the bottom pointer for each index that we look at. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So for each integer I is equal to 0, as long as I is less than our points dot length, I can increment. And we're going to first get the top, which is going to be the top of our rectangle, which is going to be points of I of 1, right? So if we're looking at example 2 here, we're going to start with this as our top position. And then we're going to initiate a variable called bottom. So int bottom is going to be equal to, integer dot min value. And then we're going to set our bottom point as something way, way, way down here. Okay? Now what we're going to do in our nested loop or our second loop, so for each integer j is equal to I plus 1, as long as j is less than points dot length, j increases. Now what we're going to do with our pointer j is we're going to loop through the rest of the points. So int y will be equal to points of j of 1. So whatever the next point is, in this case, this would be the next point. So we're going to look at that point, and we're going to check to see if our current bottom calculated value is less than the y's value, and y is less than or equal to the top value we calculated, then this is a valid point. So we're going to go count plus plus. Our new bottom is going to be equal to y. And if the bottom is equal to top, we're ready to break. So let's kind of examine how this works. If we have two values with the same x coordinate, we are going to sort by y ascending. So if there were to be a point right here, we would first look at this point, because if we look at this point, it is going to be in the border. The point above it's going to be in the border, right? So whenever we have a duplicate x value, we're going to prioritize the topmost y value. And we're going to look at that y value, and that is going to be what we count, because we can't include this point. Now, if we have a situation like this, where the next y point's like that, both these are valid squares, right? So what we would do is we would look first at this y value, because the x is smaller. And we're going to say, okay, so this is valid. Our new bottom point that we can accept is right here. Because if we go anything below that, this point's going to be included. Well, our next point happens to be above it. So our new bottom line is going to be here. And this is a valid rectangle. So that's how our algorithm works. So after calculating that, we're able to return our count. And if we run this, if we run this, passes our test cases. And if we submit it, that is our solution. So thank you, and follow for more daily LeetCode solutions.